Hey, I'm back. I was doing a video and something said, just look up at the timer and see how many minutes it's been. And I was not recording. It's hilarious. This video, I know it's been a while. I keep doing videos and then I delete them and I never post them. But I'm going to post this video. So this video is just going to be a mashup of things that I saw that's been happening for a while. And we're just going to take it from there. So the first person I'm going to talk about, Jonathan Majors. I was introduced to him from watching the Low-Key show that was on Disney+. Is it called Low-Key? I think it was just called Low-Key. Well, he was the bad guy in the movie. In the series. And that's when I was first introduced to him. Mind you, he's an actor. He's been doing different things. But the first time that I knew who he was in that series. Then I found out that he was going to be the bad guy in the Marvel cinema. Like how they did the Avengers and everything leading up to Endgame. So I was very hyped. I'm like, wow, a black man. Wow, this is amazing. Then he was in the news about his girlfriend. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? As soon as you get this awesome big break, then you go do something dumb. Everyone knows I have a son. He's 12 right now. And I always tell him, it's how you deal with situations. And that if a female does something to you and you retaliate or you do something back, everyone's going to forget what happened prior and focus on what you did. Not saying this is what happened with Jonathan, but I'm constantly giving my son advice about situations and how to de-escalate. That's the word, to de-escalate situations. And I didn't pick sides when I heard about the Jonathan stuff. I didn't say, oh, I believe him, and I didn't say I believe the female. I just thought it was weird that the female name was never released in the beginning, and then we never saw a picture of her. So I was just like, I don't know. Then some text messages was released. I still have not picked a side. I don't know what is true and what is not true. I do believe that a man should not be hitting a woman. I feel like no one should be abused physically, mentally, or emotionally. No one. A man with a female or a female with a man, like no one should be abused. But I have not picked a side. I just know that the whole situation is messed up. It's really messed up. I know people was not... Jonathan did come out and said that some of his friends is not talking to him. Some people just cut him off about the situation. I think people are just not trying to be in contact with him because if it came out that he did do something, they don't want to be aligned with that. So, it's just messed up all the way around. So that's why I brought it up, just to say that I'm disappointed about the situation, and people need to be very people need to learn how to communicate better, and that to learn how to change an environment or conversation. Like when one person's getting hype or upset, you have to learn how to de-escalate the situation. That's the word, to de-escalate. That's why I've been teaching my son tools in de-escalating situations. I have a feeling that Marvel's going to get rid of him and replace him with somebody else, basically. So I'm just waiting for that apple to fall. To the next story. Kandi Burris. Kandi Burris is one of the singers from the famous R&B group Escape. She also is one of the main characters on Housewives of Atlanta. She also has some spin-offs from there. She is a producer. She has some Broadway shows. The Piano Man and For Color Men, I think that was the name of it. I mean, she has restaurants, Old Lady Gang. She has Blaze. I mean, she's entrepreneur. I'm bringing her up because it was this whole thing a couple of months ago, Escape versus SWV. They was trying to make... Well, I'm bringing Kandi name up because I'm tired of people trying to make Kandi the bad guy. For years, every time something goes wrong, it's Kandi's fault. Or her husband, Todd. Todd made that up to cause chaos. Or Todd did this. Or, you know, it's tiring. I'm tired of the Kandi and Todd is the enemy. I need some people to take accountability. Accountability. That's what I need people to do. When something doesn't work out in your favor, you can't blame other people. Not all the time. SWV will try to make Kandi the bad guy. Within her own group, Escape, they was trying to make Kandi the bad guy. I'm happy that her name was cleared with what one of her members said about her. But it's just been a lot, like from the show, now Housewives, the first episode dropped, and now it's all Kandi's fault. And I'm just over it. It's too easy at this point. Come up with another story. That's all I want to say. Try again. It's really one person that is like constantly on Kandi neck. And when I look back at it, I just have to say, you're jealous. You're jealous of Kandi. And you want to have what she has. So what do? You try to tear it down. And that happened in my real life. Certain people try to say, like, what I'm doing was wrong and you shouldn't be like that and da-da-da. But then that's what you was missing in your life. And you just couldn't understand how I had it and you didn't. So you try to say what I was doing is wrong. But all right, next story. Chrisean. I just want to talk about Chrisean. I'm over Chrisean and Blueface. I'm tired of them. I'm over them. I don't care about them. When I go through my timeline and I see them, I keep strolling by. And now that she's pregnant, is she going to be all over my timeline for the whole 9 months? Like, and I don't follow. I want y'all to clearly understand this. I do not follow Blueface or Chrisean, but they all over my timeline. I don't even watch The Baddies. I don't watch that show because I feel like I can't. It's too much. I can't watch it. I want to get off this roller coaster. I truly do. And I'm not going to even put it on Blueface. I'm going to put it on Chrisean. Chrisean. I'm going to put it on her. This is why. Because I normally don't put a whole lot on a female. But this is why. He's not, I mean, he do say he don't want to be with you. He'll kick you out your house. Kick you out his house. Do all this stuff. But you constantly go back. You make these lives and these posts, how you over him, you moving on, you not with him, you single. And then he makes a post about you. And I mean, like, it's disrespectful. I mean, the one I was like shocked about was the laundry. Like, he wanted you to clean his dirty drawers and his house was a mess. And he blamed you and not him. And the only reason why I say this, it's because you let him treat you this way. A man is only going to treat you the way you let him treat you. I mean, he disrespected this girl. And I thought, okay, this is it. She's not going back. But then she went back. And then before she went back, she made a live that she's not washing his clothes, she's not doing this, she's not doing that. But then she went back. And then after she went back, she was washing his clothes. And what did he do? He videotaped it to show us this B is washing my clothes. And I'm just like, where they do this at? Is this really reality or is this a TV show? Like, it's crazy. Then you find out you're pregnant, he disrespects you again. He kicks you out. He's all up underneath the other baby mama. Now, when everything was gravy and he's with you, he didn't think about that baby mama. But every time he don't want to be with you, now he wants to be with the baby mama. And you go back to him. Then y'all break up. Now today, just before I did this video, you back with him setting his house on fire. Why would you want to be in a situation like that? Like, I have never been in a toxic relationship like that. But I have been in relationships where it was changing me for the worse. Now, I never burned nobody's clothes or keyed nobody's car or broke anyone's windows or got anyone to beat up. I didn't do any of that. But I was changing. I was being mean. I was being petty. I was gossiping. I was doing way too much. And I was like, this relationship is changing me. And this is not who I am. And at one point, you have to say, I'm tired. I'm tired of arguing. I'm tired of being unhappy. I'm tired of being lonely in a relationship. I'm tired of being taken for granted. I'm tired of paying for everything. I'm tired for everything being my fault. I'm tired of getting yelled at like I'm a child. I'm tired of you telling me to make a decision. I'm tired of you telling me no one's not going to put up with my ish. So you get tired. And sometimes when I see other people that I know in situations where they're constantly arguing and fighting, and I have to sit them down and go, you're not tired? You're not tired of fighting? You're not tired of arguing? You're not tired of talking to a different chick every other week? You're not tired of not being loved the way you're supposed to be loved? Like, you cannot make someone respect you. You cannot make someone love you. You cannot make someone marry you. Like, if the person is not giving it, they never will. And sometimes people break up and they get back together maybe a year later, months later, a decade later, and it works out. But honey, I am too old to be out here trying to figure out who you with, where you at, trying to listen to the background, trying to catch you in a lie, trying to collect evidence. I'm not that person. Even when I was younger, if someone told me something about my man, I'd be like, okay, thank you. And then I have a quiet conversation. But I'm like, what's for me is for me. And God is going to let me know if this is the right one. He's going to show me what I need to see. So I'm just going to prepare myself. So when he show me, I'm ready to go. You know, because sometimes it's hard to go. But then sometimes you just have to say, I'm tired. My plate is full. I'm dealing with so much. You cannot add on to the chaos. So with Chrisean, like, daughter, what is going on? You pregnant. Why are you in this man's house trying to set it on fire? Why are you forcing yourself on him? He don't want you. He says it all the time, and I don't understand when a guy tells a female they don't want to be with them, or a female tells a guy, let me scratch that. When a person tells another person they don't want to be with them, they don't want to be with you, walk away. I don't understand why people is trying to force it and try to get pregnant or try to set the person up where they cannot leave. I just don't get it. So I'm just done with the Chrisean and Blueface. I'm over it. And she talking about after she popped this baby out, she gonna go back on baddies. Who watching the child? Blue say he didn't. And you disrespect your family so much. None of your sisters, your mother, nobody's not gonna watch that child. What are you talking about? Natalie, don't invite her back. You just I think that's all the topics that's on my mind to talk about. I just wanted to do a quick video about some stuff, and I think those was like the 3 main topics that has been on my mind. Oh, one more thing. Tasha K and Cardi B. Everyone was telling Tasha K just take the video down, but I think her ego and her pride got in the way. Now they're trying to take her stuff to pay Cardi B back, like the $4 million. And it would have cost her nothing to take the video down. Like, why wouldn't you just take the video down? It wasn't even forced. Like, do you have her medical records? Like, why you didn't just take the video down? I just don't understand that part. Just take it down. But I hope she learned something from this lesson. I really do. I don't think she did, but I hope she did. So that's all I had to talk about. That's it. So, ciao. Until next time.